In her dream, the girl would die at 4:45. Everything she sees in her dream is what she saw in reality when she was dying after the car accident. Seeing the windshield wipers in the car swinging back and forth, immediately, it dawned on the girl. It turned out that her mother had been driving her on a trip that day. There was a car accident. There was a violent crash. The cross in the car had struck her. When she was on the verge of death, she saw her mother's body. That's why she kept having dreams of attending her mother's funeral. After the accident, she looked at the time with all her might, and found that the time stopped at 4:45. This is why she dies at 4:45 in every dream she has. The music that precedes her death in the dream is the song that was playing while she was in the car. The pro-funeral group is the crowd at the scene of the accident. The older woman who often hit her in the dream. The older woman her mother almost hit with her car. The florist who appeared in her dream. The ambulance that took her to the hospital. The crane carrying the headstone in her dream was actually the same crane that caused the accident. After realizing that everything was what she had seen before she died, the girl immediately looked at the time. She found that the time was set at 4:45. She slowly stepped out of the car. The world was frozen in time. The air was filled with rain. The people at the funeral were also frozen in place. As the girl was walking slowly towards the florist, there was a sudden sound of talking from the florist. Hearing her father speak from inside, the girl immediately opened the door of the flower shop. It was only then that the girl realized that the owner of the flower shop in her dream was actually a hospital doctor. When she saw her father signing a waiver of treatment, the girl realizes that the florist is the one who killed her in the dream. The girl went up to her father and pleaded with him not to give up the treatment, but her father could not hear her at that moment. He signed the waiver in tears, but just as the doctor was about to remove the equipment from the girl's body, the girl's fingers suddenly twitched. The father immediately leaned over and begged his daughter to forgive him. By some miracle, the girl suddenly smiled and opened her eyes. And when he thought everything was going to be alright, the biggest twist in the story, the girl looks at the wall and the time reads 4:45. And that was the end of the film. Many people don't understand whether the girl is dead or not. In fact, this last time is a coincidence, because the last time the girl woke up was in the hospital, and the first few times she wakes up from a nightmare are in the car. The film tells us that the world is unpredictable. We never know which will come first, tomorrow or the accident. You only live once. The most important thing is to live the present.